The first sequential stretch I'm going to have you try is just touching your shoulder with your middle finger while bending at the elbow. So start out getting your shoulders and arms real loose. I find it kind of helps to kind of shake a little bit from the hips. See if you can get the shoulders to move without them tightening up. And same thing with the hand a little bit you're going to be using. I'm going to use my right hand here. And now I'm just going to slowly open it, palm facing forward. So I'm going to very slowly bend at the elbow to touch the middle finger to my shoulder. So I'm just going to move in very small increments at each point. I'm going to position the tip of my middle finger and relax everything else. Go a little bit higher. Everything feels pretty relaxed. The more tightness you feel, the slower you should be going. This feels pretty loose here. So I'm going to keep going up a little further. And I start to feel a little bit of crackles here and there, mainly in my forearm. And my wrist starts to feel a little bit tight here, so I'm going to try and relax that a bit. So I move up a little further. On each exhale, say the tip of your middle finger stays in place. Everything else can just relax. Go up a little further. Again, relax. At each of these little poses within the sequence, you want to imagine like you have to stay here for like 10 minutes or something like that, so that you can find any tension that you can release, so you can be at the most relaxed position possible. Move up a little further. I start to feel a little bit of crackles again in my forearm. It's a little bit of tension releases there. Move up a little further. I feel a little bit of tightness come and go in my hand right there. But now I'm feeling pretty loose, so I'll move a little further up. You want to pay close attention to any tightness that's coming into your arm, your shoulder, your upper back. And just release anything that comes up. The slower you do these stretches, the better. That allows you to take smaller steps, engage fewer muscle fibers at a time so that they can more easily be released. Just keep listening to any feedback in your elbow, especially your bicep muscle. Your bicep is technically doing the work here, but you're not lifting any real weight other than your forearm, so it shouldn't have to tighten up. Sometimes it helps to just lightly squeeze a bicep and let it go on the exhale. See if it can get any looser. I felt a little jump in my elbow when I got to that point. Felt my bicep want to tighten up a little bit, so I'm releasing again there. As the tip of my middle finger just gets closer to my shoulder. Now the wrist is free to bend, as it probably will need to when you get closer to the top. But don't lift your elbow anywhere. The elbow stays put. As it gets closer and closer. Each one of these steps, try and do as relaxed as possible. If you need to look down, clarify where exactly your finger is in space. That's okay now and then. Try and keep your neck relaxed any other time. And I feel my middle finger touching my shoulder. So that's the end point. Now I'll see if I can get the end point any more relaxed. Use that exhale. And that's about as relaxed as it's going to get.